So take a look at the mugshot of the accused New York State Capitol ISIS-inspired suspect, Jessica Bowie, is finally revealed as federal law enforcement discovers that she had potential future targets. She was already eyeing people, including the White House and President Trump. For more, let's bring in former Homeland Security Deputy Assistant Secretary and former federal prosecutor Jonathan Fahey. Jonathan, great to have you. Welcome to this amazing chat.
It's amazing.
Might get a little loud. We'll try to get through it. Give me your takeaways from what you've learned so far about this woman and how easy it was for her to become radicalized by ISIS.
Yeah, that's a good point, because this is somebody that's from here. She didn't come here, didn't come across the border or anything else. So it really does show, which Todd Blanche talked about earlier, how important it is not only for law enforcement to be vigilant, but for everyone else to be vigilant, because there is always sort of a constant threat. And one of the things that's really important here, a lot of times law enforcement works best when we don't even know about the great work they did. This time we do know, but they caught her before anything bad. But it just shows people here can be radicalized on the internet through other things. So right now what they're probably doing is looking to see if she's associated with anyone else, who she's talking to see if the threat is gone, at least from her, and also to see if there's other threats they can prevent, which again is so important.
What's been so incredible for me is to see these messages exchanged between her and these radicals overseas, where she's trying to pledge her allegiance to ISIS. So if we can bring this up on the screen, I'm going to read some of this to you. It's mind-boggling. So she's talking to someone, apparently with ISIS, and he's telling her, you know, this is what you need to say to pledge your allegiance. And I'm not going to read all of this, but he's basically saying, this is all the stuff that you have to say, and then you basically become part of our group. And then she responds kind of like in a bumbling reply, according to the New York Post. So I'm just saying this. And they say, yeah, saying this means you join ISIS. And see, she asks again, does this really mean that I'm joining? Like, she wasn't sure, convinced, and she's sort of like, almost like aloof the entire time, bumbling her way through joining a terrorist organization.
Right. Yeah, like
what does that tell you about her state of mind?
I mean, it is a little scary, and she may be not, quite all there in many respects, but it just shows that, somebody can be very, very dangerous with just a few minimal steps, because what she was trying to do, if successful, many people could have died, and it just, again, shows how much we have to be vigilant. But it just shows, it's probably not particularly hard to join ISIS, because they'll take anyone because they want to just harm Americans and harm others.
Can we talk about today's event? This is a huge undertaking for the city of Washington, D.C. A lot of resources are being put in there. You've kept us safe. You've served our country. You've been through events like these. The last big Freedom 250 event was the UFC fight at the White House. Of course, we saw what happened there. The FBI foiled this big plot to attack people at the White House, including the president. That was some scary stuff. What would it take? What does it take to secure an event like this that is open, right, free to the public? We have seen security here. You have to go through and get your bags checked. What does it take to make sure an event like this is secure?
Well, this is, I went through all the security, and it's quite impressive. They have sort of multiple layers.
Good.
But I think one of the things, sort of even going back to the last story, security works best when there's strong communication between federal and local, because when we've had security breakdowns, like in Butler, the major problem was really a communication problem. So that's what they need to be doing, focusing on communication, focusing on the presence to show a strong presence of security that's been showing. But also there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we're not seeing, but there's a lot going on here. But it's a massive undertaking, and I expect they will pull it off well, but it's certainly a challenge, and there's so many people that may want to try to harm, it may not be the key figures, but just anyone in the public could really disrupt and create terror for Americans.
Well, especially with the president being here tomorrow, and the First Lady, we want to make sure everybody is secure and safe. Jonathan Fahey, thanks for dropping by. They started back up again, so I think that means that we got.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.